homesteading to prepping to common horse sense, we are College Hill Farm. Welcome back to College Hill Farm. Well, it's time to plant okra. It's warmed up enough. The ground's warm enough. I got out and plowed last night. Got a nice spot ready to put our okra in. Now I plant about a 100-foot long row of okra, just one. You'll know if you follow the channel that our garden rows are all either 50 or 100 feet. I have two gardens plots that are 100-foot rows and one garden plot that's 50-foot rows. I call it the kitchen garden because it's not far from the house. We can just walk right out and pick a tomato or just whatever's out there. But I'm going to plant a 100-foot row of okra. Now that's going to give me plenty of okra. Okra is a great big old plant. Now this is our saved seed. We save our own. It's an heirloom variety. I'm sure it was done at probably Clemson University because it's called Clemson Spineless. But I've been planting it for, I don't know, 20 years maybe. Save my own seed back every year. So we're going to plant the okra today. And okra is one of those plants that it doesn't need a lot of fertilizer and that kind of thing. So I won't go through and put a lot of fertilization on this okra. I will wait for it to come up, and I might fertilize it a little bit later on, but I won't put a whole lot of fertilizer on it because this okra is tough. Now let's go over and look at the garden and talk about where I'm going to plant it. Okay, here's our garden plot where I intend to plant the okra. Over here in this row is a row of sweet banana pepper. I see some of them have died down through there. Ah well, I'll put something else in their place. Don't let a garden spot go to waste. Now over here on this side is where we planted our corn. There's 6 rows of sweet corn and heirloom beans on that side. Now what I'm going to do with the okra is I'm going to plant it about right there in this row. And that's going to leave a great big swath right through here. Now don't worry, that's where as the year goes on, about August, I'm going to keep that plowed. That way I can harvest on both sides of the okra. And I like to keep the swath right beside my corn on both ends plowed with a tractor. That way I only have to use my tiller for like 5 rows out through there. So I'm going to plant the okra in this row. Okay, you see a lot of videos with me using an earthway planter to plant this stuff. But I'm not going to use the earthway planter to plant okra. This is what I call a little do-it-yourself planter. It's just a piece of 3/4 inch, 1/2 inch PVC pipe with an end cap on it. And what I've done is I've just cut this part where I can see the seeds coming out. Now, all you do is you take your okra seed, you put this down in there, and you dip up okra seed. I'm going to dip it up till it's full. There, it's full. Pretty close to full. Now I'll stick this okra seed back in my pocket. Now okra seed's a funny little creature. If it's 2 years old, none of them will come up, or half of them will come up. If it's 3 years old, a fourth of them will come up, and if it's 5 years old or 4 years old, none of the okra will come up. This okra I harvested last year. Now the way my little planter works is like this. Is as you go down the row, you just tap, and that okra seed falls out just a few at a time. That way you can kind of judge where they are in a row. Now, does that mean that I might have to go down through here and thin a row? Yeah, it might. I want them to come out to be about 1 foot apart, each okra plant. So that's going to give me about 100 okra plants. Each one of them will give me 8 or 10, 20 pods. So there will be a lot of okra. So I'm going to get down through here and get this planted. I use my hoe to steady my back. I don't use the hoe to plant. I just drop these, and every now and then I'll let the hoe come along behind me and just cover these just a little bit. But let's get in the field and do that. Okay, 100 foot of okra in. No bending. You know, these little planters that you can make. You can do all kinds of things to make it so that you can garden without having to bend over. That's got a 100 foot row of okra planted. We'll use that in soups and stews and Cajun stuff and fried okra, and okay, we'll use it all kinds of ways. Now, if you like this kind of stuff, this homesteading, do-it-yourself kind of thing, be certain to come on out to the channel and subscribe. We do this homesteading stuff, prepping stuff every week, sometimes 1, sometimes 5 videos. Just depends on what's going on in the homestead. If you hit the little bell, it'll notify you when we upload a video. We upload every Sunday. And now, with that being said, it's time for me to get on to the next thing.